Now, despite the fact that Shiba Inu coin is down over the last 24 hours, you can see that it's at 13.21 points per coin, down about 3.5% on the day so far. It is still relatively elevated from the price that it was at just 48 hours ago. The Shiba Inu coin bounced off those 1,080 point per coin lows, and it currently sits at the 13.20 points per coin. We'll go over the price action a little bit in this video because it's not terribly bullish if you go out longer term. However, we are going to be taking a look at the fact that Binance has Shiba Inu coin leaving its platform. Now, at first glance, it raises red flags. But if you really look into it, it should be raising green flags. Let's talk about why, and if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and as you can see, we're going to be going over this article in a second here. These red flags should really be green flags. We'll be talking about them more in a couple of minutes, but I do want to go over the price action first. And first and foremost, we can see Shiba Inu coin has still bounced beautifully, up nearly 20 to 30% from where it was just a couple of days ago, down at these 1,079 or 1,080 point per coin lows. However, if you start to go out to an hourly chart, this downtrend is essentially still intact. If you go out to the daily chart, you can see that since reaching that high back at the beginning of March when SHIB ran up to 4,500 points per coin, we've been hitting lower highs ever since. And in fact, we've been hitting lower lows as well. So this downtrend is unfortunately still intact. And unless we break back up above this descending trend line and we begin to hit higher lows and higher highs, we're unfortunately stuck with the technicals. The good news is, however, that after tapping 1,000 points per coin, it was 1,080 that we hit, we can see that Shiba Inu coin does truly have a very strong level of support there, and so far it has held up. In fact, so far the 1,300 point per coin level is holding up, and I do hope that we continue to bounce off of this level and begin to move higher here very shortly. But let's talk about some of the reasons that investors are a little bit skeptical and a little bit concerned right now, and that's the fact that we've got some Shiba Inu coin being offloaded from Binance's platform. You can see here that crypto panic. Binance is decreasing Shiba Inu coin holdings raise red flags. The cryptocurrency market is trying to bounce back after a recent slump. During this period, Binance, the largest crypto exchange, and that's by volume, has released its latest proof of reserves report. The report shows a 0.27% drop in Shiba Inu coin holdings. Although it seems minor, it has raised concerns among investors and meme coin fans, with Shiba Inu coin army clearly displeased. Ouch! What are the implications? Now, Shiba Inu holdings, what the numbers say. As per the data fetched in June, Binance had 62.96 trillion Shiba Inu coin in their reserves. Now, this has fallen to 62.79 trillion. While the 0.27% drop may seem small, it's part of a bigger trend. In June, Binance held about 64.8 trillion SHIB tokens, so in 2 months, the SHIB reserves fell by 3%. This drop is significant and can't be ignored. Now, they do go on and talk about market shifts, looking ahead, and all of that, but let's discuss that for a second, right? Now, it is very interesting how they choose to write this article, but the fact that Binance is holding less Shiba Inu coin, this is not Binance's holdings, right? This is not Binance going out there and making an investment in Shiba Inu coin and then selling it because they no longer believe it's going to go up. The proof of reserves, you first have to understand what that means. Proof of reserves is simply Binance is holding what people on their platform are holding. So, for example, if everybody in the entire world that uses Binance buys Shiba Inu coin, they have bought roughly, what is the number that we currently have right now? 62.79 trillion Shiba Inu coin are held by customers on the Binance platform. It's not Binance's, it's in Binance's possession, yes, but it doesn't belong to Binance. And that's the major differential, or the major difference that people need to understand, is when you hold on a centralized exchange, you can have a nice IOU, right? It is in the custody of Binance because it's on the Binance platform, but it belongs to the customers. And 62.79 trillion tokens in Binance's custody is their proof of reserves. Customers hold that amount, and therefore Binance holds that amount. They are required to be at a 1-to-1 level at least. Why? Because of the problems that FTX caused just a couple of years ago. You know, this industry is still so wildly under-regulated, and I do believe the regulatory concerns that have been going on recently have resulted in the SEC doing a lot of stuff that they shouldn't be doing, and you know, filing lawsuits and worrying about securities and all of that. And that's a completely different topic. But holding what your customers have deposited is absolutely important. Otherwise, you end up in an FTX situation. Customers deposit $8 billion, yet, okay, well, Sam Bankman-Fried's living in a penthouse in the Bahamas. They loan this money out, they loan that money out. They're not in custody of the assets that have been deposited onto their platform. Now, that is all that is happening here with Binance. Crypto panic, red flags, none of it. What could simply be happening to, I guess, justify or be a reason for the lowering of Binance's holdings? People withdrawing off of their platform. It does not mean that they are selling. It does not mean that they are liquidating or closing out of their Shiba Inu coin positions. They could simply be moving into cold storage wallets. They could simply be moving their assets back onto the blockchain instead of holding them in the Binance application. Plain and simple. That is it. So when you look at this, what the numbers say, the numbers simply say people are withdrawing off of Binance. And you typically do see whales withdrawing off of these centralized exchanges when they believe that they are going to see longer term gains. And if that's what we're gearing up for, that's what we're gearing up for. Now, this article does say, looking ahead, with Shiba Inu currently around 1,300 points per coin, it's up roughly 7% from where it was on the day before. The big question is, what's next for Shiba Inu coin? The drop in Binance SHIB holdings is a clear sign of the crypto market's unpredictability, and investors should stay alert and keep an eye on these trends. Absolutely. Guys, the cryptocurrency market is extremely volatile right now. You know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu coin, Dogecoin, they can be up 5% one minute, down 5% the next. You could see 10 to 20% swings on a daily basis, as you've noticed over the last few days here. But what I do know is that if you look at the longer, I guess, broader market trend, cryptocurrency here in the United States is being embraced. We've got a very pivotal United States election to determine who the president is going to be. One of them seems to be embracing cryptocurrency much more than the other, and we're going to have to see how that plays out. But I do believe cryptocurrency has a spot in this world, and I believe that that is going to make these asset prices soar as the years unfold. Now, I want to know what you guys think about all of this. Like the article stated at the top, crypto panic. Are you panicking right now? Or are you taking advantage of this opportunity? Let me know down in the comments below, and until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.